sure do hope the trolls don't pop up. They will. I need to just start expecting them. The hell? Alrighty, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna play this game. I'll finish it later. Yay. So I can't believe the Ozman is dead. Alright. No stomach, we right. While I wait for people to shout out to the first person that's up in here, but feel free to comment, subscribe, or whatever have you. I'm multitasking right now. I just hope that you're not J Rob or some. Shoot, I'm getting got from all sides over here, buddy. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna assume that this person is lurking, which is fine, but now I'm just gonna assume that you're trolling too. Probably just watching me going, look at this loser. I'm gonna see exactly how long it's gonna take for him to crash out. Okay. Reading these also reading these headlines. These things are funny, dude. Here we go. For the talk on game. Oh, just silent. Okay, well, like, how am I supposed to know that? Like, lurkers be trolling. I was watching the stand-up special from Kyle Kinane, and the first thing that went through my mind is, oh snap! I could probably like. I immediately thought about the time when I tried to do stand-up comedy, and it did not work for me. My roommate actually has there. I don't know if he still has the footage, but um, he should still have the footage of when I first tried to do stand up comedy, and I got booed off the stage. It's actually quite it was actually like quite humiliating. Oh man, I'm lagging back here. Okay, whoa, that was bad. But yeah, that's what happened. I tried to do, and the thing is, I'm starting to like really get not really get into it, but like, and that's why I didn't initially say anything. You didn't initially say anything because okay, because wait, you didn't initially say why didn't you initially say anything? Like did I miss something? Because I started talking about stand up comedy because I feel like I'm lost. To be fair, Kyle Kinane is a hilarious comedian because the last few times I popped in and spoke, you weren't really nice to me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hello, Miss Christie. How you doing today? I'm sorry about that. I wasn't. I'm not really like what did I wasn't really. I'm not trying to be unkind right now. I'm just talking about the time when I tried to get into stand up comedy and I got booed off the stage and I never did it again. I think you was around for that. I think it was I think I told you about that before. But yeah, I've been watching some of it and the first thing that went through my mind is that like I just have a really I have like a higher respect for stand up comedians now because like they just like they really do kind of have to deal with like a lot of stuff and it just dawned on me that it's like going yeah I can relate to that. It's like now I realize I feel like I could probably like do stand up comedy again because like I'm at that point right now where I just genuinely I'm aware that nothing good is going to happen to me. So I'm just gonna go to like if I ever were to do stand up comedy again, I just gonna go up there expecting to get booed off the stage because like that's the only thing to look forward to. Only problem is my jokes would be like self deprecating and people would be like, "Oh man, I can't believe this." Now I can't hate him for his physical appearance because he knows his physical appearance is weird. You know, it's like I can't trash him because he's trashing himself. What the heck? Good afternoon from beautiful Dallas, Texas. Hello, Miss Nancy Wilson. How are you doing today? Hope that everything's okay over there in Dallas. That's a that's a quite the introduction, by the way. Like honestly, if you were to go live, I could totally see you like doing that. Could be like a nice little intro for you if you ever decide to go live or whatever. It's like good afternoon from the beautiful, like that's cool. It's very upfront. It's very formal. J Rob's gonna be up in here any minute now. Thanks for taking time off your Sunday to have this live stream. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Genuinely surprised that anybody even like I will always be surprised that people care about this because like like right now I'm losing like right now I'm still hemorrhaging subscribers are still like leaving like hand and foot right now, so I'm genuinely you should do more. Love the music. Oh god, I knew it. I knew you were gonna pop up. I actually have done more. I actually have done prettier reviews. You just don't watch my stuff. I literally have a playlist called reviews. Have at it. This dude called me brother like I like him. Bad day? No, dude, you just exist. You're J Rob. I don't like you. We've been through this. I'm enjoying your live stream. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. By the way, gotta love the fact that there's four people up in here and only one like, which I understand because I'm not a likable guy. But like it is kind of frustrating that like four people up in here and only one like. Dang. Okay, hands up. How many women are in the live right now? That's a running joke. Also, so I've been reading the Bible a little bit, and like I try my, and I'm at the point right now where, uh, Sarah and Abraham they just got their names changed, and God just came up to them and is telling them, hey, you guys are gonna have a kid soon. You're gonna have a son, not J Rob, bro. Yeah, you are. Joe Robinson, J Rob. Come on, man. How dumb do you think I am? Like I said, like all of a sudden he stopped showing up, and then you started like popping in, and you started popping in a lot. Like, come on, man. Because when he was here, you weren't here, and now that he's gone, apparently you're here. Like, come on, man. 2 plus 2 is 4, dog. You banned him. I don't know how to ban people on here. Like, you don't ban people on YouTube. They just don't pop up no more. Like, you really just can't like ban like you can't ban people on YouTube. I have no clue like what you're talking about. But also, even if I did ban him, which you can't do on YouTube, like you just block them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't block. Yeah, but I try my best not to block people either because then they pop in as other accounts. Case in point, King Joe Robinson. But like, even if I did ban him, which I didn't do because you can't do that on here, how would you know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine going, "Oh, I'm not him," but if they become rude, yeah. I love how this dude just went from "I'm not him," you blocked him, you banned him. It's like going, bro. If you're not him, how would you know if I banned him or not? That makes no sense. I got five people up in here and only one like. Dang, bro. That's like four people up in here who don't like your boy, which is fine, but it's just like, why out here? Hmm. But you know, but yeah, like what I normally do is I just put them in like time. I just put people in timeout because that's all I can do. But like some of these people, bro, I don't know what it is. They just pop up on here to just remind me that they don't like me, and I'm just like, why? I don't know you. It's like I don't know you. Why you here? I blocked my ex last month and never looked back. Hey, good job. Honestly, that's dope. You don't need that. You don't need that in your life. You don't need if somebody is giving you a rough time like that, yeah, like definitely block them. I'm not saying don't block anybody. I'm just saying YouTube IP ban. I don't know what that is, man. But also, once again, like, why are you talking about somebody being banned when, like, Why are you talking about somebody being banned for? That's such a weird conversation to have. But like once again, this dude just magically like doesn't show up after 2 years of hearing his lies. Yeah, that's right, Miss Nancy. Take initiative. But yeah, like I'm like like this Joe Robinson over here, he be trolling the crap out of me like all the time, and I don't know what his problem is with me, but he just be like, I don't know what his problem is with me, but he just pops up in here all the time and just be like, "Hey, quick reminder, I'm still watching. I don't like you, but I'm still gonna see." Like it's such a weird thing. It's like going, I don't understand. Like this all started because I said I was gonna like this all started because I said I was gonna like look up insurance and like find out the history of insurance in America. And this dude was like, "Stop talking about politics." And then I found out that he's like right wing and stuff. And then I'm like, I don't want right wingers. I don't want a right wing audience anyway. Please go away. And he's like, "Never. I will latch on for as long as I can because that's the right wing way. I hate you, but I need you around because it gives me comfort or something. I don't know." After 2 years of hearing this last, I finally woke up and smelled the coffee. Yeah, I get that. That's awesome. I'm 56 years old and too old for PS. Hey, all right. So, fun fact: a lot of women who are in their 50s now probably like do a lot of working out, look very spectacular for their age. Probably, are you like one of those 50s? Are you like one of those 50-year-old women who like still look sturdy? Because that is now becoming a thing, and I just think that that is amazing. And also, like I mean, because I mean, like you can always just get back out there, just like not have to deal with just at least you now know what to avoid when you get into a relationship again. You know what the you know what the warning signs are. You know what the red flags are, as people like to call them. I don't like saying red flag. I like to say warning signs because red flags is like you know I don't know. It just feels weird to say. Same. I want for a man. Okay, I get that. Oh boy. I get. Part of me is inclined to ask, "Hey, what was the last straw?" But like, I kind of feel like you just sort of like said it. Dang it! I just lost again. I got tired of being treated like a well kept secret. I get that. Oh crap! Wait a minute. This sounds like it's gonna get familiar really quick. I still got 5 people up in here. That's crazy. I really got 5 people up in here and one like. Bro, how many of y'all are like? How many of y'all are trolls? How many of y'all are trolls? Because let's see, there's Miss Christie, Nancy, J Rob, but there's 2 people up in here. Hmm. Nancy is speaking on my soul. Yes, she is. Fun fact, me and hold on. Like what I mean, like I can't honestly like this is definitely like something that you should totally this is definitely something that you should totally like make a video out of. I feel like this is definitely like one of those things where a lot of women kind of go through this and you could just say your truth. And I'm like say your truth, they will hear it. Who should make a video? Miss Nancy. Like what she's talking about is definitely something I feel like a lot of ladies could relate to. So it's like, what better way to, and I mean, I mean, like as much as I really hate this, I mean, as much as I really kind of hate to say it because it might sound a little tone deaf, that's really good. That's good content. How's my day going so far? Up and down. I have this crippling feeling of oh, not yeah, of course. You said multiple times that you don't want to make videos, and I'm honoring that. I'm just saying that Miss Nancy, like I don't know how she feels about making content, so I'm just suggesting it for her. But Jovi, I'm pretty sure you said multiple times that you prefer not to make content, so I'm just not going to suggest that you make content. But as far as my day is going, like I said, I've had better days for sure. I got like this. I have this crippling, dreadful feeling because things are getting more and more expensive, and I don't really know exactly how much longer I'm going to be like doing just basic things. But outside of that, I mean, but I'm always having a crippling, dreadful feeling. Day two, asking for a Lord of the Rings review. Day two, I'm on day 365 about you asking you to go away forever. Go away, J. Rob. Like seriously. Seriously, man. Like, what is with this? Like, dude, you're like my prime hater. Go away. Like, if it's not you, then there's that. Then there's that Jackson guy, and if it's not that Jackson guy, it's that Death 33 guy. If it's not that Death 33 guy, it's that it's the pothead guy. Like, seriously. Like, imagine being on the internet just to annoy people that you don't like for no reason. Like, you guys are worse than cops. Man, I know I might come across sounding like very hostile to this guy, but he's been trolling me for like a long time, and I'm just like too nice to block him. But yeah, Miss Nancy, I'm doing okay. I'm surviving for the most part, but I am in a crippling despair. But like I'm like one thing is I'm always going to kind of be in crippling despair. Like I'm losing subscribers, everything's getting more expensive. My job isn't really like paying me that much. I mean, it is ultimately, but it's like it's kind of not. It's just like a lot of terrible things are happening at once, and one of the few good things I could look forward to is the ability to go on live. And I keep on forgetting that, like, when you're black and on the internet, people who hate you fall like approach you much faster, which is annoying. But it's like something I have to just sort of accept. Please stay positive no matter what. Yeah, staying positive is a challenge for me. But like, I like to think that me like still being alive is definitely like the most positive I'm going to get. Because like I could honestly just like because with all the crap that is happening to me, like I can easily just I can easily find out what a passing car tastes like. But but I'm not gonna do that. It's definitely up there though. I definitely like I said I'll say this. I've had better days, but I've had better days, but I've also had worse days. That makes sense. But yeah, back to the stand up. Yeah, like I said, I was watching. Like Greer Barnes definitely deserves a stint. Like Greer Barnes definitely deserves a special. Like that dude is really good at like that dude is like really good. He's a funny guy. Like his Because like one thing his default like his stand up voice is he talks like this. He talks really softly. He talks really softly and really kind of timid. But like when but it's like he does that because when he's like doing voices and stuff like that, you don't expect his voice to sound. It's great. It's great. Greer Barnes is great. That was a really good stand up comedian. Dude's funny, man. Like there's Greer Barnes and like I said, Greer Barnes, Kyle Kinane. Um, dang, I forgot. Like I mean, Eddie Griffith is definitely up there as one of my personal favorites. And the sad part is, I wasn't always a fan of stand up comedy. But like the more I started to watch it, the more I started to appreciate like the craft because these guys are hilarious and they're also just sort of they're also kind of making it aware like making me aware that like being miserable and having problems is is normal. It's painful, life sucks, but it's also kind of normal. It's like and it's definitely kind of like one of those instances where it's like hey I it's like I totally get it, I totally get this. It's like they're miserable just like me. They're just like me for real. Like Kyle Kinane, like he is I could definitely I think I like Kyle Kinane the most just because I feel like I can relate to him. I don't have gout, but like but the way that he said it, what I'm saying, it's like, oh, I thought you could just live free and do whatever you want. That's what I did. Now I got gout. It's like, oh my god, that's funny. It's like I don't even know what freedom feels like, so I'm never gonna have gout. But like but it's still funny to hear that. It's like I got effing gout. I should probably like put Kyle Kinane's special up here, but I'm not because I like every single time I want. Sometimes when I post up videos of certain things, hey RC, how's it going? Hey RC, are you subscribed to me? Because it doesn't say that you are. I don't know. I'm not really like I said right now. I'm not really trying to like twist anybody's arm to subscribe to me, but I have been losing a bunch of subscribers lately, and I think that's kind of like sort of making me bum me out a little bit too. But then I realized like I'm people don't like me like that, so it's like of course I'm going to get like unsubscribed to. They probably just came in for the 600 video and was like, man, it's like I wasn't expecting all this other stuff. Like I just wanted to hear him like complain about how crappy his life was. Why is he talking about like movies and artwork being political? Yeah, I subbed to you a long time ago and didn't even realize that I did. Oh, okay, that's cool. Thanks. Hello, Miss Mia. How you doing today? Man. Also, I'm pretty sure I can't. I do want to like post up the Kyle Kinane stand up thing, but I also know that he cusses a little bit, and like I'm trying my best to make this a cussing free kind of environment. I'm doing all right. How's everyone? Can't stay long though. Oh well, I appreciate you for popping up. I just said to I just said, man, if I'm gonna just talk about whatever comes to my head while keeping it mainly sports. Yeah, dude, like yeah, totally do that. I'm pretty sure that's what being live probably would be for you. Just ramble, dude. That's what I'm doing right now. Like I said, I'm talking about stand up comedy and like once again, I can't stress enough. I used to like not like stand up comedy, and that was only because like it always just came across as just people just insulting people because of how they looked, and I was just like, I'm over that crap. But then I started hearing comedians actually talking about actual issues and just making the issues sound funnier than they actually were. And part of me was like, yeah, I can appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate that because that's an art form that like I really do. It's like being it's like newscasting except hilarious. You said that you wish you were rich and fine or something in your short. Yeah, I did because I truly like I have this absurdly ridiculous belief that attractive people don't suffer as much as unattractive people do. So I always tell myself I always say to myself that I always wish I looked better because if I did, I probably would go through a lot less crap that I'm going through. It's ridiculous, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but like the proof is there. Attractive people don't go through like it's like it feels like there's a lot of proof there. Like these guys, they just don't go through stuff. But yeah, that is definitely something that I put in my short for sure. Like I would love to be able to, like I said, I would love to be able to like take a selfie and get like another $5,000. But it's like that's a beautiful people issue. That's not a me issue. Women think I like like people think I look disgusting. I'm sure. Also, if it sounds like I got somebody in a headlock and they're groaning, that's I don't know. I don't know what that is. 256. But yeah, dude, like I said, it's like I do believe that like I do have this unshaking belief that rich people and attractive people just do not have problems, and it's like that perspective is really kind of like messing with the way that I think about the way is messing with the way that I look at things. Why do I even have Discord? Nobody ever responds to me on this thing, and it's just all of the stuff that I get is just like because I'm part of all these servers, and these servers like everybody talks to each other. Nobody really talks to me like that. It's like, man, why do I keep getting notifications from you? Leave me alone. Shoot. I was trying to like be a voice act like I was trying to like do the whole go to voice acting communities within Discord so I could like try to get my feet wet in the voice acting industry. And it's like the whole thing is, yeah, sorry, bro, your princess is in another castle. You're not getting no gigs, man. In order for you to get gigs, you have to have had gigs already. Like, how do I get gigs if I can't? How can I get gigs if I don't have gigs already? It's like going figure it out, buddy. It's like in order for you to be successful, you already have to be successful. What does that even mean, man? It's the American way. Sure do hope Jovi's still here. Show of hands if Sue's still in the chat right now because like I know I'm just yammering and I know that y'all are sick of it, but feel free to talk. I'm here because oh yeah, right. I was talking about the Bible earlier. Okay, so I was reading the Bible earlier today, and like I'm at the part where they're like laughing because it's like, man, we ain't gonna have no like God is like, yeah, you guys are gonna have kids, and like, bro, I'm 100, she's 99, that's not happening. And it's like, yo, it's gonna happen. And they're like, no, it's not. It's like, oh yeah, well. I think the weirdest thing about that was that like I think God said that he was gonna personally bless Sarah with a son. And the first thing that went through my mind is were men just not jealous back then? Like if somebody came up to me and said, hey, I'm gonna bless Jovi with a son, I want to be like, no, you're not. Like, what are you doing? Because like in the Bible, God actually has like a human form or something, and it's a little bonkers. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like that part kind of just it just got me a little bewildered is all. But that's probably only because of the fact that it's like, yeah, I'm reading it and it sounds weird. It just sounds weird to me. Man, I hope an ad didn't just pop up and just completely like destroy my stuff. Seven people up in here right now. That's crazy. Wait, seven people? Hold on. RC, Christy, Jovi, J Rob. Uh, wow, seven people? That's like four. That's like four people. No, that's just like three people and four trolls. Probably. I wouldn't be like. So there's a guy that comes up here all the time. His name is Emperor Megas, and he's always like, stop assuming that everybody's a troll. Duder. Okay, yeah. With a name like this guy is about to like give me so much crap. This dude's about to give me crap for like no reason. I can just tell from that name. Oh my god. Please, God, if this dude doesn't have any content, he's about to like just give me the business for no reason. Oh my god. Yeah, let's see. Okay, one subscriber, no content. Oh man, this dude is about to give me so much crap for no reason. Oh man, that's wild. All right, what's the problem? Is it all right? What's the issue, man? Is it because I'm black and online and that upsets you? I mean, dude, it's like we both know like what people we both know like how this goes. Bro, I went to your reviews playlist and only had two bits there. Then watch more then look for more videos, man. This dude is about to like no content, been on here for 5 years, got a name like that, man. This dude is about to you probably might have saw one of my shorts and you probably might have saw one of my anti shorts and was like, yeah, man, I'm about to make this dude pay for that. You told me to go to the playlist. Yeah, now I'm telling you to go to my other videos and look for some because I have some. Just I probably just didn't put them in the playlist. So happy hunting. What's another movie you reviewed? Look it up. I forgot. Oh my god. Yo, as soon as I called out that troll, I think he left. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just chilling and eating some food, bro. I got you. I got you. Oh man, that's crazy though. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's wild. That is hilarious. Ugh. Like, they don't. It's like they just pop up for no reason. It's like a black guy online, not on my watch. I'm about to make you regret this. It's like, my man, why are you so hostile? I got 10 people on here. That's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, okay. I got an idea. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm about to like try this out real quick. Booyah. Alrighty. What was your favorite class in Destiny? I never played Destiny. J Rob, I need you to understand that I'm not trying to interact with you. I need you to understand that I'm not J Rob, bro. Yeah, okay. Like I said, it's just kind of wild. It's really easy to figure it out. It's really easy to kind of like, assume that because as soon as he stopped showing up, you popped up. And you're like making it very clear, like hold on. Dang. Yeah. See, one thing about trolls that I think is kind of funny is that like one thing about trolls that I find hilarious is that like they don't like they always just they think that I forget who they are, and it's like I'm not. Especially if you pop up like all the time, man. Did you block him so I wouldn't be able to come back in due to? Did you not block him? If so, I wouldn't be able to come back in due to it being an IP ban. I don't block people on here. That's the whole thing. But also, do you realize that like you're just admitting that you're him by saying and by asking that question? And also, I don't know if you can actually like block people on YouTube or not. Let me check. Cause like I don't know jack about like now that I think about it, I don't really know a lot of stuff about YouTube like that. Shoot. Now that I think about it, man, I don't know jack about YouTube. What is happening? Ugh. I'll have to look into that later. You said it, bro. I don't know what I said. Pretty sure I said that I try my best not to block people on here because they pop up under different names anyway. Like one thing about a troll is that like that you ban J Rob. Except I didn't say that. I didn't ban anybody. You can't ban on YouTube. Like you can't ban on YouTube. At least I don't think so. But like normally what I do is I just tell people to take a time out. Like the most I can do is just like get people to take a time out and use usually for like the and Joe Robinson. This is similar to J Rob. You see that too, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy, isn't it? It's like he really does not want people to know that about him. It's like going, I'm only here. It's like watch this. Like Joe Robinson, why are you here today? Why do you always pop up on my live? I berate you, I mock you, I call you J Rob, even though you claim to not be him. Why do you keep coming back to my live? If he doesn't respond to this question, he's J Rob because J Rob used to do the same crap. It's like I give you a rough time and I personally tell you that I don't want you on my live. Why do you keep coming to my live? You're bored. Okay. Do something else while you're bored. Oh my God, dude. I keep being nice to this guy and I don't understand why. Why can't I come talk? Because I don't like you, bro. Like you trolled me too much times when you were like on the other account. I'm helping you with the view. You're really not. It's like you trolled me a lot of times when you were under the other account, and I basically told you that I hated you after that. So it's like I'm not really. It's like what makes you think that I'm going to request your help out of anybody? It's like if I tell you that I hate you, why would you still want to be around me? It's the question. Plus engagement. Nah. I tell you what though. I tell you what though. Let's see. You can either leave or I can make you leave. But then again, you probably might got like another account under a different name or something. I'll stay. No, you're not. Take a break, buddy. Any last words before I get you out of here? I don't like trolls, man. I don't. I don't. Any last words? None. T minus. All right. Nothing. I'm too nice to people that are not nice to me. What the heck is that noise? Y'all, if y'all hear somebody screaming in the background, that's somebody outside. I don't know. Okay. One annoying thing though is that he did have a point. He is probably like the only person like doing any actual engagement, and that's saying something considering there's like six people up in here right now. Homeboy was really, I really was like, you can leave. I was like, you can leave, or I can make you leave. And homeboy was like, I'll stay. Okay. At that point, you're just invading my space, dog. You gotta adjust your attitude, as Kyle Kinane said one time, and that just sort of like stuck with me. God, Kyle Kinane is a good. He's a good comedian. All right. Well, while I'm waiting for somebody to actually say something, I'm going to play this game. Crap, they really did get rid. They got rid of free sale. Yeah, they got rid of free sale. Hmm. Also, I'm not really good at this game, but I like playing it though. Ooh, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Oh boy, I have no clue what I'm doing. Uh oh, am I lagging? I know that you guys probably are probably doing something else, but just let me know if y'all can still hear me. That'd be great. Or not, that works too. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know that you can still hear me. I actually also did this live because I had tweaked some settings on the microphone, and I was just trying to see if you can still hear me or not. Because I'm really, really, really tired of my videos that I upload long form into. I really got tired of like my microphone muting, not muting, but like I don't know how to. I don't even know how to describe it. It just I don't even know how to describe it, but it just keeps on like making it keeps on like making the sound lower, which it didn't always do that, and I don't know why it's doing that now. So initially that was kind of like what it was. So I tested out my microphone to like upload the video and to see if that worked. and like for the most part it felt like it did what it did what it was supposed to do. But like now I'm kind of nervous about what it would do for the live or whatever. But as long as y'all can hear me, that's helpful. But okay, so there's 5 people up in here, and I mean, 5 likes for 5 people. That's nice. Very appreciative of that. I really hate the fact that J Rob was right though. That he was probably like the only person engaging with me on this thing. But it's like then I realized, of course he would be. He's a troll. He's trying to like get me riled up. He's trying to get me upset. Tingo Ocho, what's good? I keep telling myself at some point I'm gonna try to like I told myself that like sometime later this year I was gonna try to invest in a console so I could start streaming video games. And now I'm at this point right now where I'm just like questioning where I'm going to actually be at. What game is this? It's called Endless Siege. It's on YouTube Playables. I play it sometimes. It's basically like one of those games where what did I miss? I heard you evoking J Rob because he was here. He was here. I just put him in timeout because he was being annoying. But yeah, this game is called Endless Siege. It's also got like a whole bunch of other names. Woo. Wait, what are you wooing for? Are you happy that he was here and gave me a rough time, or are you happy that he's not here now? But yeah, the sad part is that like in other markets, this game has like a different name, but like mostly it's just like you got this ongoing army. You have to set up like certain weapons or whatever to like stop the army from going to the end of the level. The only problem is that like you can't really like you can upgrade the weapons and stuff like that. What is up, True? How's it going, man? Looks like a tower defense game. Yeah, yeah. It's exactly that. It's exactly that. And like I like it. I like it. I didn't even know that that game had like a genre name. But yeah, I'm also not good at these. I'm surviving. True. I'm depressed, but it will pass. I think. I mean, or either that or I will. LOL. But yeah, I'm surviving for the most part. Doom, 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 doom. Nah, you'll be all right. I hope so. Anything new happened about the depression? Yeah, well, nah, not really. It was just like it's just more of the same. It's just yeah, it's just that crippling. It's hello, Miss Charlie. Hello, Miss. I don't know which person it is. Like I see the two names. So hello, Charlie and Craig. How y'all doing? I'm gonna refer to y'all as y'all because it's two names. I have no clue, but yeah, like I'm surviving for the most part. I'm trying to anyway. Just like it's just a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of things that are happening, and they're all just sort of like it's all coming into fruition in the worst way imaginable. And what's even more bumming me out about that is that what hurts me the most about that is ultimately that uh what's what I'm looking for. I had a really good week, like literally the week before. You know what I mean? Everything was kind of looking good. Hey, Music Factory. What does Music Factory mean? It's us. We're a reactions channel. Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware. It's just It's just like, yeah, it's okay. So I'm referring to y'all as dos personas. Charlie and Craig, CNC. Okay, CNC. I could totally do that. That's dope. I can't believe I didn't think of that. I normally can come up with stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it's just I'm a like I think the thing that really kind of hurts me is that like I had a really great week, like literally maybe a week ago. I mean, like literally like the week before last, and then this last week came in and everything just started to crumble, and like now I'm just sort of like remembering that everything is still crumbling. So it's kind of like one of those moments where it's just like, and a part of me just keeps thinking to myself, "Oh, I got a plan for this. I got a plan for this. I can like, I can challenge this. I'm in a situation right now where I can, like, I'm gonna improve on these situations." And it's like, nope. CNC Nation. Is that the name of a? Is that the name of a band? Because please let that be a name of a band. I don't even know. It's like I hope so because like that feels like that sounds like a band name. That sounds like a really nice band name. CNC Music Factory was a group in the '90s. For what it's worth, you look like you've lost weight. Appreciate that, but that's probably because I'm laying down too. And that's a one thing I will say about depression. It does help with the weight loss. For me, it's the opposite. It makes me gain weight. Like, wait, when you get like depressed, it makes you gain weight. When I get depressed, I get sedentary. You know what? That happens to me too, actually. But like with me, I think it's just because of the fact that when I get depressed, I also don't have an appetite. So it's like it's either and it's weird too because I would either have no appetite and just probably like not eat for the whole day, or I would have a humongous appetite and just like eat the most unhealthiest thing I can like the most unhealthiest thing I can afford. Because I'll always like go like fast food shopping, and it's like really, and it would be like really bad too. I think at my biggest, I was like I was I forgot what it was. Bigger enemies. Oh yeah, that happens a lot too. The bigger enemies are actually much slower, so it helps. But like they're slower, so that kind of helps out. But it's the smaller ones that I got to worry about because those guys they can take a hit. Like these guys right here, man, they're fast, man. They're like Scout on what's that game called? Was for Team Fortress. Team Fortress. Man, I'm old. Fun fact: never played Team Fortress before. Yeah, I used to see like the stupid videos on them. Like people used to make like those little weird meme videos about Team Fortress, and they were like modify their appearances and make them do all types of weird stuff. And I just remember like there was a time where that was the thing that was going viral on YouTube. And the first thing that went through my head is like, who watches that? You know what I mean? Like that was the kind of stuff that that was the kind of stuff that went viral on YouTube. And it's like technologically speaking, really talented. Like, it takes a lot of talent to do that. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's like me. That's just not. That ain't my bag, yo. What did he say? By the way, why did you say J Rob out? You said something he said was right. No, it was no. I was saying like because he says that he was up in here for engagement, and he was saying he was up in here to like help me with a view and for engagement, and it's like he's right. Like I was saying, like he's right about that part because as far as engagement is concerned, you know, your boy rarely ever gets like people don't like to talk to me on live too much. So and he will be one of the few that does. But it was just that like, you know, but it's like outside of that, like if I didn't hate him, he would actually be like a pretty meaningful part of this live. But it's like, yeah, he does engage me. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, he actually does talk. But you know, it's like I hate him. So it's like I'm not trying to talk to that guy. Just checking up. I appreciate that, CNC. Thank you. You know, how's everything going with you guys over there? Gonna hit him with that sheriff interrogation from Mr. Pickles. How's your mama? Yeah, Mr. Pickles. There was this show that they had on there was this show about this like evil dog on on uh on Adult Swim, and it was like yeah, it was an Adult Swim show about this dog who was like kind of evil, and like they were making I think they were just making fun of people who used to like think that there was demonic possession and stuff. So he would actually be like a dog like who was like this demon, and every so often he would be like just a regular dog, but at random like he would just like growl and like sound like just living. I get it. I can dig it. Yeah. But yeah. Mr. Pickles, that was a funny show, man. Cause there was a sheriff up in there and he would like ride around on roller skates. And he had like like obviously he would be, you know, it's a one of those, it's a comedy show, so it's obviously going to be like a sheriff or police officer who's incompetent or seemingly incompetent. But like at some point he was about to like he has this interrogation tactic where he goes, "How's your mama?" And they'll tell him how his mom's doing, and it was like, "And your daddy," and like that will always like stumble the bad guys. It's just hilarious. But like in order for people like promote the show, in order for Adult Swim to promote the show, they'll like have this they'll have these quasi satanic type like bumps that they will have, and they'll be like, you know, and like and people obviously will see that stuff and be like, oh no man, they're just being obvious about it now. It's like it was like this whole conspiracy theory that was like, oh man, Adult Swim is trying to like turn you guys like they're demonic and they're trying to like make you demons too and all this other crap. But it was like, no dude, they were just like they literally did that just to promote a show. Bless you, bro. Hope everything get better for you. Praying for you. I appreciate that, and I hope that things are going well for you guys over there as well. But like, if you like really kind of weird little edgy shows, I definitely recommend checking out Mr. Pickles. There's a wasp in my room and I can't find it. It's making me paranoid. That's funny. I had a wasp. I had a wasp up in here like a couple days ago, and that thing was huge, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think wasps can be trained, or is it bees? I forget. There's a bug out there that I feel like anything can be trained as long as as long as you feed it, as long as you can like feed it and it like knows your face and stuff like that. I feel like anything can be trained, but specifically mammals because mammals are like really smart, or rather, mammals are like I feel like mammals are borderline sentient. Like I feel like they know more than they let on. I removed two of them already, but this one is evading capture. That sounds like wow. That sounded so military adjacent, man. God. Fun fact: the first time I ever heard the word evade was I don't know how they're getting in. You don't have like an open window or something? No, they're trying to get out of the window though. I say, oh, so that sounds like an easy fix. Just open up the door, wave them out. Oh right, yeah. I just remember they're flies. Like fun, like if you ever like watch a fly try to get out, you just be like, they will literally like go towards the outside, then come right back in and back out again and back out and then back in. It's like that's how I keep catching them. Put a glass over it, then a card under the glass, and I put them outside. Oh, that's smart. That's also very humane. That's a that's a very humane way to let them out, man. This one is Wally though. Honestly, I wish you would. I wish you could go live just so I could like watch this adventure because this sounds hilarious. This sounds like a really funny thing. Also, man, like we still got wasps, man. That's crazy. I don't kill anything if I can help it. That's not even like roaches. I ain't gonna lie. Part of me be feeling bad when I kill roaches now, but it's like in my brain is like, in my brain I'm just so inclined to kill them. But like except for roaches, if those things okay, wow, the vibe switched immediately. Oh boy said, "Yo man, roaches, nah, dog." Oh, I sight. That is funny, dude. Oh man, that is hilarious, bro. I mean, I said I won't kill anything if I can help it, but roaches, yeah, I getting a high score on them suckers. We don't really have roaches up in Minnesota, thankfully. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a deep south thing. That feels like roaches feel like a temperature thing. Like wherever it is hotter at, they'll be like wherever it's hotter, that's where it will like be. Like the further up you go is obviously going to get a little bit more colder. So you're probably not gonna you know probably not gonna have that to deal with over there. Because I remember when I was living in Maine, we didn't really have roaches in the apartment complex I was at when I was living up in Maine. So yeah, I totally get it. Maine could have easily been like one of my best memories if not for everything that went down over there. But obviously, it gets pretty cold in New York, but they have roaches galore. That that tracks. That tracks. You're not wrong about that. It's like what happened in Maine. Oh, terrible, terrible stuff. The guy I was crashing up there with was a monster, and because it was Maine, to this day I still don't know how I still don't know how I had enough money to come back home from Maine because I didn't have a job when I got up there. But like the guy when I was living up in Maine, it was like I was trying to like crash up there with my friend, and I thought, okay, I go to Maine, I become successful. This is definitely something we need to explore. Yo, yes, you can mock me later, I'm sure of it. But nah, it was just like I was crashing up. I wanted to crash up there with my friend, and like I wanted to go up there, crash up there with a friend of mine, and turns out the friend that I had was a monster. He was a terrible person, and he hurt me a few times, and I was not okay with that. So I left, and how so? I'd rather not get into that. It's traumatic. But it was clearly. I think the thing was that like he was much bigger. He was physically a much bigger person than me, and he would like use that as a means to sort of like he would like use like that as a means to just sort of like try to basically say I'm bigger than you, so you gotta do what I say kind of thing. And like it was like when I finally did stand up to him, that was like the last day I was in Maine. But yeah, it was just one of those instances where it was just like I felt it was one of those instances where I felt like absolutely powerless a little bit, and I'm not proud. I'm not proud of that. The sad part is that like outside of my bad encounters with him, being in Maine was actually pretty nice, But I obviously didn't last. I obviously didn't last long up there though. Yeah, it was definitely like one of those moments where I had to realize, like I had to kind of like sort of like realize who I consider to be friends. Like what, like, because at the time I thought we were friends because, we could like watch anime together, play video games together, and we just, we hung out. But then it was like, and I told myself, okay, I could definitely like hang out with this guy further. And it's like, nope, I can't because he got problems. He got like mental problems. And he was not nice. He was not a nice person. And he would like I like to visit Maine mainly because I'm a Stephen King fan. All right, yeah, I forgot you read horror novels, you know. Also, I will always say this. I think reading horror is like is a scarier experience than like watching it. Because when you're reading it, you have to like you have to like think up the stuff. And that is some terrifying stuff, man. It's like because you gotta take into consideration that like some of the stuff you have to imagine is probably something you just never thought of before you saw the thing. You know what I mean? Is Stephen King still write books? It's like, he could probably just like because he could just chill, right? Like the dude's made like I'm pretty sure the dude has made like a lot of like stuff. Like, does he still write? Or is he retired? Because didn't he kind of nail it with it? You know. While I'm never fearful of written horror, I'm extremely terrified by horror games. That doesn't make any sense. How are you not fearful of written horror? He still writes. Oh, okay. Did not know that. It's like, man, if I was as successful as Stephen King was when he made it, I would probably like not make another thing. I would probably just like coast off of that money, just straight up slack. You could call me like no, and that's fair. Works on a page, just don't scare me. Like it doesn't really like it doesn't make you. It doesn't mess up your how you look at certain things. It doesn't mess up your brain a little bit. It doesn't make you think. You don't have to. You don't find yourself like thinking about the thing that's terrifying and it looking more terrifying than you could. You know, I don't know. I don't think it is his most successful work. Well, it's not. I mean, what would you consider to be his most successful work? The only one I know of is it. But like now that I think about it, I probably might know a lot more of Stephen King's work and just never knew it was made by Stephen King. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's made a lot of stuff, right? There's The Stand, Shawshank. Wait, he made Shawshank. Wait, Shawshank Redemption, the jail movie. Oh, that's good. Wow, he's a good writer. Yeah, I like Shawshank. That was a good movie. We've actually talked about King stories in your live before. Oh, okay. Well, I forget things. But it's like, yeah, like if it was, but yeah, like if I shoot, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's like if I was making, if I was a like, if I was man, if I was a writer, oh god, I could probably like get back. I need to get back into writing. I really do. I really do because I was actually like making a masterpiece before I just completely like got depressed and stopped. I was making a few masterpieces now that I think about it. I need to finish my books, man. I really do. I need to finish my books. Like, oh, he did make Carrie. Okay, I remember Carrie. Yeah, I remember Carrie. That was a yeah. I never seen Carrie. I never read Carrie, but I'm familiar with Carrie because like people would make references. People would talk about it a lot. The Shining. Wait, he made the Shine. Wait, he wrote The Shining. By the way, I gotta know: was Cemetery purposely misspelled? Was did he misspell that on purpose? He wrote The Green Mile. That's crazy. I love The Green Mile. That's like one of my favorite movies. Like that was literally the movie I think that made me like just have like that just made that was a movie that made me just think that Michael Clark Duncan was like the greatest actor ever. Wow, he made a lot of stuff. Also, looking at the word cemetery spelled with a S, I'm just mad now that we don't spell cemetery with a S because it just makes more sense to spell cemetery with an S. The pet cemetery was mainly a place that children buried their pets in, and children made a sign, which is why it was spelled that way. Okay, that makes sense. But now I'm just mad that like we don't like naturally, we don't like normally like outside of that book spell cemetery with an S. It's like it feels kind of weird. Like the C and S thing always makes it. It's always kind of weird to me. Oh boy, that's not good. Man, that's good. Like I said, Stephen King could definitely like retire right now and just be living. He could live sweet right now. Shoot, if I could, man, God, I need to get back into writing because like I said, I was working on my masterpieces, and I just it's not that I stopped. It's just that I got busy and then got depressed, then got busy again, then got depressed again. Man, life sucks. For what is worth, the letter C is older than the letter S. Is it? If anything, S's should be C's. I don't know. Part of me can't look at the letter S and go, "Kuh." Show of hands, who's still up in here right now? I'm pretty sure True. I'm pretty sure True left by now. I'm glad that True's like still like. I'm glad that True showed up. But yeah, nah, man, I can't. Nah, man, like sad part is like I said, being up in Maine though, it was actually kind of nice. I just like like it's kind of had a nice environment. Where you at, J Rob? I'm still. Oh, sweet man. Shout out to True. I'm eating French toast right now. I can dig it. I can dig it. This junk bus. Oh my god. Sometimes I forget that you're 19 and then you say stuff like that, man. Oh my god. Oh boy, I shouldn't say that out loud. This junk bussing. That's hilarious, man. I love this kid, man. The enemies are starting to get farther though. You're gonna miss these years when you actually get old. I can assure you of that. God, I don't even remember what life was like when I was 20. Man, I don't even, bro. All right, so like 2 decades. I was trying to tell you that the other day. I don't know what you're referring to. There was a yeah, man. It's like when you say 2 decades, when you realize that you have been on the earth for like a number of decades. Like if you, it's like 20 years old doesn't sound old, But then you say 2 decades, and it's like, dang, bro. It's like, what all have you seen? It's like we've seen so much. And the crazy thing is that, like, it's not even that we've seen so much. It's not even that like we're old as much as we've encountered so much crazy stuff. We've encountered like there's no end to the craziness. It feels like it's like going like this would definitely be like written in like some kid like these years are definitely going to be like some kids history homework, and we're gonna be like, yeah, we were there. I've seen things, man. Exactly. We all have. That's the crazy part of it all. You ever had a D on your report card? Yes. Yes, I have. Bro, I used to hate report card day, man. Cause I was not smart in school. So like and parent and the parents basically made it very clear if you have bad grades, you're getting like it wasn't like, oh, you have bad grades, you're getting punished. It would be like, oh, you have bad grades, we're just beating the crap out of you until until we think you're smarter. And it's like, oh my God. And the sad part is that like I was just not a smart kid. So it was like I would always have bad grades. And it was just like the word report card still traumatizes me to this day. Because like we were poor, so we didn't have anything to take away. So it would just be like so it was like, it's crazy how some kids get beaten for having bad grades. Yeah, it was. But that was on like I said, it was because we were poor, so we didn't really have anything to really like take away. It wasn't like you got grounded and got sent to your room. You know, like we were poor. We all lived in the same room. I'm talking about when I told you how you're going to lament not knowing your worth when you're older. Like the same way you think True is young, you don't realize you still are as well. Dude, I'm literally like one angry cop away from like becoming a hashtag. Like I'm not like I'm at that point right now where it's like if I do like I rank age by how old like how long I can live for. And I'm like dog, I have a toothache right now that I'm not going to the hospital for anytime soon. Pretty sure this toothache is going to be like one of the things that's going to like slowly kill me. Besides, man, I'm not like I just look young, which is something I'm genuinely surprised to hear myself say. But nah, dude, I'm old and miserable. You look about 25. You know what? That isn't. You know what? That's nice. I really appreciate that. But nah, dog, I am much older than that. You're in your 30s. What? Come on, man. Oh, seriously. You're in your 30s. That's a child. Nah, Truant is a child. Dang it, man. Well, if that's a child, then I'm not even born yet. That's funny. I'm old enough to remember when Rush Limbaugh was alive. And I had no clue who he was, but I remember everybody hated him. And by the time I figured out why everybody hated him, he died. Truant is a baby. I'm trying to remember like the earliest thing. I'm trying to remember like the earliest or craziest thing. Oh yeah, I was. Oh yeah, all right. I was around for Clinton. I was around for Clinton. I was around to see Clinton get goo goo gaga. True, without even trying, man. True knows how. True's like the funniest dude up in here, bro. Rush died like four. He died 4 years ago. Really? Felt like it was longer than that. 4 years? Damn, I thought he's been gone for at least a decade. Oh man, I am not winning this round. Yeah, I'm definitely 4 years ago. That's crazy because you're a child. Shut up. Nah, like, dang, it really doesn't feel like he. It feels like he was dead a lot longer than that. Megas is like 40, 49. Oh no, he had a birthday recently. He's 50 now. But yeah, like 51. That was close. In any case, though, I do know that in any case, I'm trying. I was around. Like I said, I was around for Clinton. I was around when Clinton got. I was around when Clinton got elected. I didn't know who the president was before that though. Until I remember they showed HW in an episode of The Simpsons, and there was an episode of The Simpsons when HW and Homer got into a fist fight. You voted for Clinton? God, dog, man, you were there for that. I was like, I was infield a solitary cell swimming in the sea. That is your say. Why do we call those? Let's call them swimmers from now on because they got the tail. But now, like, you voted for Clinton? Holy crap! Wow, man. Because I was around. Like, I remember, like, being a kid and you voted for. Hey, it's like y'all can't. Y'all need to stop reminding me that y'all are older than y'all actually are. Your first time voting. Okay, that just confirms that Jovi is much younger than. It's like, but not like because I remember we used to have this thing. I remember the day that Reagan was shot. Was it like did they did he actually like he just brushed it off, right? I too voted for Kanye. No, I too voted for Kanye West. This, I love this kid, man. Oh my god, dude! Without even trying, you're like the most. You are bonkers, kid. But no, yeah, Clinton, yeah, that I remember that election. I really do because I was in school. I was in elementary school, and they was like trying to do this thing where they gave us like these little like little small magazines, these little thin magazines, and it had like a bunch of like current event stuff on it. And I remember I used to love that part of class. Oh dang it, man, I'm losing bad too. Um, but what they did was that like they would give us they would give us like these little pamphlets and like they would tell us, you know, what did we learn from the pamphlets. Sometimes it would be like electronic stuff or it would be like electronic stuff for the election. Or I remember there was a question up in there about like there was a graph in there showing like all the highest paying jobs with the with actor being the highest paying job at the time. It was like the second highest paying job was being a no, it was the third highest paying job was being a doctor. The second highest paying job was like I forget what it was, but I know that the first one was like an actor, like being in the movies and stuff like that. I remember just seeing that, thinking to myself, there's so many people that I go to school with that want to be a doctor. But yeah, but I remember they would have like little snippets of like the election speeches because I remember it was Clinton, Dole, and Ross Perot, and they had like and they apparently had a debate, and people was like, we had a full election in elementary school. I voted for Carter in the first grade. Carter versus Reagan. Oh God, man, I don't even want to think about that. What made you want to vote for Carter? He seemed like a pretty cool guy though. Jimmy Carter just seems like a yeah. I'm losing. I am losing. Bad. Okay, no, wait. Dang it, man. Dang it. If I only had like more spaces down there, I'm just gonna go ahead and lose on purpose. Because you were liberal, even as like a even in the first grade, bro. I remember they had a mock election. I remember we had a mock election in my school too. It was a Clinton versus Dole, and like I did not know who to choose. I just remember just thinking Clinton. I thought that Bill Clinton was already president, so I'm just like I think they were just asking who was president at the time, and I thought Bill Clinton was. Oh, even in the first grade, that's actually really cool, man. Like that's something that you could like really. That's something that you could always kind of like look at and be like, yeah, I knew it. I just remember like them. I think they had asked me who was president, and I thought it was Bill Clinton, so I just picked Clinton because I thought he was already the president. But yeah, I just remember. But it was like, yeah, okay, I definitely lost that round. But yeah, like I didn't even know if I had like a leaning when I was younger. But I do know that I just thought that Bill Clinton was like already president. Plus, like I don't know what it was, but I remember like nobody in my area liked Bob Dole. For the life of me, I could not understand why. It was just remember just people just saying, "Yeah, f Bob Dole. I don't care about no Bob Dole. I don't like that dude." And like looking back, and it's like I wonder why that is. Also, Truman, I hope you learned your lesson. Don't vote for Kanye West. Bad man. Because of Tupac? What do you mean because of Tupac? Are you saying that Tupac is the reason why people didn't like Bob Dole? I mean, what did he do? What did Bob Dole do to Tupac? Did Bob Dole kill Tupac? Like now I'm thinking that Bob Dole killed Tupac. Why would Bob Dole of all people kill Tupac? Like that's two things. That's a sentence I never thought I would ever hear myself say. Jovi, did you Jovi, is this a thing? Lyrics in one of his songs. He specifically call out Bob Dole of all people though? That's such a weird thing to worse than the others. Bill Clinton, Mr. Bob Dole, you're too old to understand the way the game's told. As if Bob Dole will ever like hear that. Man, that'd be funny as heck if Bob Dole was like just on his radio, like, I know he didn't just say this. Who do you think he's talking to? Get Suge on the phone. Oh boy. Like, get Suge on the phone. I know he didn't just drop this diss track on me like this. Who does he think he is? I don't know how Bob Dole sounds, so I'm just improvising here. Who does he think he is? Get Suge Knight on the phone. We will handle this. Dole was against gangster rap. Okay, okay. That tracks. That tracks. That makes sense. I mean, of course he was. He was a Republican. I mean, yeah, that definitely tracks though. Honestly, like, oh god, am I starting to remember this? No, I'm not. Because I do remember like rap music kind of like being a thing. I do remember like rap music kind of like being a point of discussion for a little bit, but I don't remember if it was for. But I don't remember if it was for a presidential election or for pro wrestling. Although, I mean, you could argue that yeah, both. Yeah, because of Conan and Jeff Jarrett. Okay, I'm starting to re-remember it now. It was Conan and Jeff Jarrett, and they had this whole thing. God, I'm not. Oh boy, I think I'm remembering stuff really different right now. But yeah, like I said, that tracks. I mean, he was a Republican. I bet you Bob Dole was like that black music. I can't handle it. How dare they? I don't like I said, I don't know how Bob Dole sounds. And I would probably like try to take a listen, but I don't trust I don't trust my copyright stuff to do that. Dole was against gangster rap. No wonder he lost. You do wrong by black people, you don't win too much. Homeboy was probably like Homeboy was probably like, vote for me and I'll ban gangster rap. And the white people were like, hold on, wait, what? We like that stuff now. That's a given. Republicans hated gangsta, but it was Al Gore's wife who was the one responsible for the Filthy 15, though. What? What do you wait? What do you mean? What are you referring to? The Filthy 15? What do you mean? Al Gore's wife? Like, did she like did she like motivate the song? Did she kind of did she what's what I'm looking for? Did she kind of like was the Filthy 15 like a diss track on her or something? Also, knowing that Megas like listen to so much rap, knowing that Megas listen to all this rap music, kind of got me like kind of got me just thinking to myself, oh crap, I don't know this dude as good as I thought I did. I thought you was just a strictly rock music kind of guy. But who am I to talk? People look. One dude looked at me one time and said, "Dude, do you like black women?" Yes, I do. I know I look like the type of guy who doesn't, but I do. King Joe Robinson, true. And this dude really did wait his time out, huh? All right, cool. Gotta go. You know what? No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be nice. Tipper Gore is the reason why there's parental advisory stickers on music. Honestly, that checks out. That makes sense. What's the filthy 15? Like I'm waiting for him, like like go in on that. Hey, J Rob, get out of here, or I'm gonna get you out of here. I already said, okay, I'm looking for it, but I don't see it. Oh, you want to know what the songs were? Oh, I didn't. Well, no, I didn't know. I didn't know that there were. I thought it was just one song called "The Filthy 15," and like there was just probably talking about her in the song, but I didn't know that the Filthy 15 were just 15 songs that she thought was vulgar. But also, man, just think about that. Think about that. Like this just put it in your head for a second that there was once a time where somebody was trying to like censor music because they thought it was vulgar. Like I don't even think that's something that you could. I don't even think that that's something that you could like make an issue about today. But it's like that was a thing back then. That was a discussion back then. That was a debate. It's like what's suitable for people to listen to and watch. Like now it's like yeah, just now it's just like now people are just watching people do the craziest stuff online for free almost. It's like it really does kind of like it's really kind of crazy to just think that that was a time back then where that was a thing. And I'm losing people up in here. Those congressional hearings about it. Yeah, I remember there was that one song, "Short People Got Darling Nikki" by Prince. Well, it's Prince, so I think we already know why that's. I think we already know why that's a controversial song. Sugar Walls by Sheena Easton. I can only imagine what that's about. Oh my goodness. Eat Me Alive by Judas Priest. My goodness. Just the names alone. Like I've never heard any of these songs, but like just the names alone, I can kind of tell why they're considered the filthy 15. And then there's 15 of them. My goodness. Have y'all any of y'all ever actually like listened to any of those before? I'm not even reading the name of that one. I used to hate Darling Nikki. I wonder why. Dastardly by Motley Crue. My browser is changing. Oh, okay. Got it. I'm not saying the name though. I Jesus, man, these songs were like these like just the names of these songs is like mildly vulgar, bro. I have yet to hear I have yet to hear once like I haven't heard any of these songs and I already kind of have an idea what they're about. Like my goodness, yo. Like these I mean, wow, was every musician just like really, really, really amorous back then? Oh, we're not gonna take it by Twisted Sister. Honestly, now that's one I've heard before, and I love that one. I love that song. Anymore. I love that song. That was very revolutionary coded for sure. Dress You Up by Madonna. Like I said, okay, now we're back to songs I never heard before. That's wild. Animal. Okay, that all right, all right. That makes sense. That sounds about right. Okay, how many songs is that so far? Let's see. Darling Nikki, Sugar Walls, Damien Line, nah, no, yeah. That's like nine right now. High and Dry by Def Leppard. Okay, man, they really didn't seem to like glam rock. But the way I'm looking is like, bro, glam rock. These guys are like really, really, really hyper stimulated into the Coven by Merciful Fate. That sounds like some sort of like that sounds like it could be like some kind of I don't know how to like just some kind of thing. Jovi, how do you feel about Darling Nikki now? Do you like that song? Or do you still dislike it? In My House by Mary Jane Girls? Wow. Okay. It's all right. Yeah, that's cool. Possessed by Venom? Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it could be really bad. The second weirdest one to make. What do you mean the second weirdest one to make it on the list? All these sound pretty trash by Black Sabbath. Huh. I'm guessing that's. Oh, I'm guessing that's like a drug thing. Sheba by Cindy Lauper. I think I heard that song before. That she bop something, we bop something and something something da ba. Okay, I think I know that song. It changed bop to bob. Why? I think I've heard that song before. Everyone does. That's such a weird. That's weird. My phone changed it. Oh, okay. No, I think I only heard like bits and pieces of that song because there used to be this TV commercial that used to be like, hey, come check out the voice of the '80s, where they like, they show all these, they show like all these songs that's on there, and that was just one of the songs I remember that used to be on there. That's why I only know the chorus. But that's weird. Tipper Gore must really did not. She must have didn't like Cindy Lauper at the time. Either that, or she probably might have thought she bop meant something else. Yeah, I figured that. That's just weird. That's a weird one though. I will say that. She Bop and Dress You Up really had no business on the list. Was Dress You Up kind of like a? You think that maybe Dress You Up was probably like just she probably just thought that it was implying like cross dressing or something. That probably might have been what it was. She was probably just like Tipper Gore probably looked at that and was like, oh, okay, that's definitely a cross dressing song, so we're gonna knock that out. It's just a bopping bubblegum pop song. I believe that, but that's wild though. Tipper Gore just looked at that and was like, absolutely not. Part of me actually kind of wants to hear some of these songs on, like I said, but once again, I don't want to like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to get muted out again. But yeah, that's wild, man. Also, not one rap song on here, which I just think is kind of dope. Like I'm looking at the list again. I don't think there's any rap. There's no rap song on here, which that's kind of wild now that I think about it. So that just means that Tipper Gore like rap music. Dolly and Nikki is great. Sugar is epic. Okay. Well, it's Prince. Prince could easily like just he just like get on the microphone and just and now just be like a hit single. Prince was one of those. I feel like Prince was definitely like one of those. One of those performers. He can get away with just doing anything. He could probably like experiment and it would just work for him. I feel like everybody has at least like one artist that they would just let slide with practically anything creatively just because they like that artist just that much. Like they're like, we'll let you experiment because even if it's bad, you have enough good stuff that we can like ignore this one bad thing. I feel like we all kind of have like a performer or like an actor or a creator that's like that. I just don't know who mine. I don't know who mine would be, but like do y'all have that? Do y'all have like a performer that y'all just sort of let slide with basically like if they were to like say, you know what, I'm gonna mix it up and probably like just do there wasn't any rap because the 5015 was in 1985. Gangster rap wasn't invented yet. Okay. I'm trying to think of what? Hold up, y'all. I have no clue. What in the world? That's weird. That's not supposed to happen. I apologize for that. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, I was reading a thing on TV tropes, and for some strange reason, it just had a random ad on it, and it's like it's not a video site, so why is there a video ad on there? That's just weird. Um, I don't know why I did that. I could not tell you. Yeah, but no, I don't know why it like normally the ads are like just like random just random pictures. So I don't know why that random video popped up. And it was under the site, so I couldn't press X. Shoot. Man, I'm trying my best to like actually what was the question you were asking before that happened? Oh yeah, my question was automatically that was just is there an actor that you is there any like performer or creator that you can just sort of like if they had like an okay, so let's just say there's a is there a performer or creator that you can just say even if the worst you even like the worst stuff, is there a performer or creator out there that you could say that you actually you enjoyed even some of the worst stuff that they've made, or rather would you let them slide if they decide to just sort of like just kind of like change it up. Like I was thinking about Andre 3000 and like the fact that he was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He did all the rap stuff. He did all the rap stuff with Outkast, and then he did his own thing, and then he started doing flute music. And like a lot of people, it's like it's kind of a mix. He was just a mixed bag, and he just said, you know what, I'm just gonna like leave the rap alone for a little bit, and then go and do like play some flute music. And some people like it, some people don't. But like the thing that kind of makes you wonder is that like if anybody were to like sort of do that with any kind of medium, um, like would you be cool with it? I think the answer will automatically be it depends on how good the thing was. But like for example, like if I saw like for example, like if I saw Jeff Hardy like doing technical wrestling, I would probably be cool with that because I've seen him wrestle enough to know that he could probably pull off some technical wrestling if he wanted to. But like, mm. But it's like obviously you're gonna see Jeff Hardy, you're gonna be like, nah, man, I want to see this guy, do some flips and do some flying around. But yeah, that was kind of like my question: is that like if somebody you was used to seeing do something decides to mix it up and do something else, is there anybody that you can like is there anybody who can do something like that and you will sort of be cool with it? I don't know what I'm asking. I think a few other people I'm a fan of will be willing to entertain works outside of the usual genre. Like who? Like I'm trying to think about like who I would actually, like I said, who I would actually like be cool with doing some stuff like that. I'm trying to think about it now, and it's really kind of like just sort of bewildering to me a little bit. Man, wow. Like I said, like Jeff Hardy is definitely like one person who I could probably like be okay with because he already tried a whole bunch of stuff. He tried to do it. He was a professional wrestler, and then he tried to do the music thing. But like, if I ever seen him try like bust out some Kurt Angle type stuff, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, good job, good job. Been doing this stuff for 20 years. Yeah, you can totally do whatever you want. No big deal. Like for example, if I saw Michael Jordan playing golf, I would be like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but it's like if I saw Michael Jordan playing golf, I'd be like, that's weird. It's like I'd be like, big fan of his, but like, but like if I saw, it's like that's my whole thing is that like if there was anybody who went through an experimental phase and just decided I'm going to try something different, there's some people who I could probably like look at and be like, oh yeah, I support it hand and foot. Like Yoko Taro, the game director, absolutely loved the Near game series, so I tolerate his earlier work, the Drakengard series, which is pretty much removed from Near. Oh god, I think I played Drakengard before. I think I played Drakengard before. I couldn't get past the first level because I didn't want to kill any of those sheep. But like, I do remember like playing Drakengard. At least I think it's Drakengard. I'm not sure. Yo, I'm back after ages. I'm not sure if you remember me, but I hope you don't. Your name is very different. Um, I have. I don't want to sound rude, but I do not remember you. Simply D1 and only CTT. Yeah, that's. Did you change your name recently? Because that name is like not ringing any bells. I don't think there were sheep in Drakengard. There was a one game I remember. There was one game I remember. It probably wasn't. It probably wasn't Drakengard. It was probably Near, because I know that there's Near, the Near Automata. I forget. I don't know. I don't know which game it was, but I do remember playing a game where You're like this big guy, and he has like this sword, and the sword is he's like he doesn't know who. I think he's like he doesn't know who he is, but he has his sword. He has on this robe tunic thing. I don't know, but he also has this thing on his head, and it's just start. The game is just that was Near. Okay, but oh, is Near not Near? No, I didn't change my name, but we talked in the stream for a while. Uh, I apologize. I apologize if I don't remember, but like then again, there's a lot of things I don't remember. Apparently, we talked about Stephen King's books in one of my older lives, and I don't remember doing that. Wait, I might. Uh, um. Uh. Glad you're here. I'm really appreciate like you sound very enthusiastic to be back, and I appreciate that. That's cool. But yeah, like right now, I'm just thinking about Yoko Tano. Like he did he make Near Automata too? Did he what? Did he make Near Automata also? There's two versions of Near Replicant and Near Gestalt. There's also the sequel to them, Near Automata. Wait, hold on, is Near Automata the sequel to Replicant or Gestalt? Is it is it the okay? God, man, that's one thing about Japan, bro. Like they do not like. Okay, I don't know what it is about creators, bro. Like they really just don't like a linear storyline. They always have to like just split everything up and put everything. A clue to remember me. I said you're chilling, understanding, and I said I'm 14 and I'm also. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, I remember you now. But as I'm in the UK, I gotta go to bed. Well, hey, glad you could stick around, but also go to bed because I'm not gonna be the reason why anybody is. I'm not gonna be any reason why some kid is like staying up all night, dude. But I do appreciate you for showing up. So but night night. Replicant and the Skull are the same game, but two different versions. We got Gestalt, Japan got Replicant. Is it kind of like a Pokemon Red and Blue kind of situation where like it's the same game, just a little bit different? Rest easy, man. But yeah, that sounds like a Pokemon Red and Blue type situation. In Replicant, the protagonist is the brother of the girl you're taking care of, and Gestalt is the father of the girl. Okay, shoot. Because I remember that. I actually do remember that. I think I played Replicant before because I do remember my playing as like he was amnesiac in the beginning, but there was implications that he was the kid's daughter. He was the kid's father. They felt that the U.S. wouldn't relate to the brother character because he was effeminate by Western standards. So they created one of the ugliest characters ever crafted by the U.S. market. Wow, bro. Tell us how you really feel. Hold on. I need to see this. Yikes. Okay, hold on. So who's the name of the character? Like, who's the name of the character? Because I'm about to like try to figure out who that is. This dude said ugliest character. Like, bro, you said it all caps, man. You was not okay with that. I think you was playing that game going, bro, there's nothing I can do to make this guy look better. You name him, but it might default to near if you don't. Just search near Gestalt protagonist. You got it. What's the sister's name? Just in case it doesn't show. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, because they do call him near in here. All right. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. At least I don't think so. Mask is a little different, but I don't know. It's like a Frankenstein's monster. His face is half bandaged up. Okay. It looked like a mask from where I was sitting. Oh man, my legs are killing me. Also, Gestalt searches will probably show the remake of the game, which likely looks better. Yeah, yeah, because that's what I'm seeing right now. Like he looks normal to me, but like I can kind of it doesn't show like his face isn't bandaged up. It has like a mask on though. It looks like a mask anyway. Man, dude. What's awesome is they carry the face covering over to Automata. Let's see. Okay, yeah, because I know about Automata, the with the girl, the what is her name, like B plus or something, and she has like the little wrapping. She has like they both have the wrapping on their eyes, which I always hated stuff like that. Like that was definitely like that's something I always found kind of annoying. It's kind of like with what's that dude's name? Brock from 2B. Yeah, 2B. Or not to be. That is the question. Um but yeah, I hated the idea of walking around blindly because Brock from Pokemon had me thinking that I could just walk outside with nothing much, man. Just talking about video games right now. Um But yeah, Brock from Pokemon had me thinking that I could like actually just walk around with my eyes closed. And when I realized that wasn't the case, I was so mad. I was so mad. I was a kid when I saw that, and I just thought like, oh, he can walk around with his eyes closed. And there's a whole bunch of other characters in anime who will walk around with their eyes closed. And I just thought, let me try that. Ran walked right into a wall. That's why she's named 2B, by the way. Invoking a question to be or not to be. That makes sense. That tracks. Yeah. Peter, I meant the pizza. The blindfolds they wear are actually scanners, though. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I never beat the game. Off topics. I see a lot of movies where people could run along with or keep it up with cars. And as a kid, I always thought I could keep up with a car. You know what? I get it. Yeah, yeah. I understand exactly what you meant. Yeah, it's like really like when you're a kid and you see these ridiculous things on television and they kind of like have a thing where they try to make it seem like it's like they do it enough times, you think that it's realistic. You think that, oh, well, it's truth in television to some degree. And it's like, oh, it's not. It's not at all. The older I get, the worse some movie stunts look, though. Yeah. I mean, the older I get, the worse some movies look. Near Automata is probably in top three games of all time. Really? Is it because of the obvious reason? It's a masterpiece. I literally broke down crying in the end. Oh wow. Okay, that's a new one. I was watching a movie last night, and this man took his rifle and knocked a wolf over a cliff, and the wolf squeaked like a dog toy when you knocked it. Okay, Pardon me if I don't find that as hilarious as you did, but I just know that I did read it. How many times do you have to beat it before you get like the official ending? Because I remember I beat that game once and nothing happened. uh, it literally brings the entire real gaming world together, and they make the ultimate sacrifice in real life to help you win. I don't. Okay, like I am confused now. Like you telling me there's some fourth wall breaking going on in this game? I'm literally getting chills right now just thinking about it. Man, this game was really got you hooked, bro. If you saw the film, you'd realize how fake the wolf looked and how it sounded. Okay. Man, why do I have a Discord? Like nobody ever like directly talks to me in this thing. For the real final ending of the game. Do you mind spoilers? I do. I don't, but like I do know that somebody will probably like you can talk about it in gaming on the Discord. But because somebody probably might watch the replay and be like, oh no, he spoiled it for me. Yeah. How many people do you directly talk to on Discord? Not a lot. Not a lot. But like I always get like notifications from like random servers I'm part of. Suffice it to say, nothing in gaming has ever been done like it before. Man, you are selling this game, dude. But yeah, like I said, you're definitely like what's what I'm looking for? Yeah, you're selling the heck out of this game, dude. You really enjoy it. I can get that. I respect that. Oh wow. What movie was this, RC? Okay, that's wild. This is weird. Okay, I'm reading something, and like I said, I need to relax though. But I am definitely doing a lot of reading right now, and I shouldn't be. This is God. It's like okay, so in the process of us talking about video games, I'm reading up on some. I'm reading up on another video game, Super Mario RPG, and I'm just like, wow, this is actually much more. This is a much more. What's what I'm looking for? It's much more in depth than I thought it was. uh, hmm. You know what? I'll do a screen share, show you guys what I am doing right now. That way, it's just like blank spaces. I don't like a blank space like that. Nope. But yeah, like honestly, I should probably get into Near Automata because my roommate had that game too, and he loved it. Like now, thinking about it, God, I'm tired. How long have I been on live for? Ooh, this is a long time. I'm genuinely surprised at the lack of a. I'm genuinely surprised that they didn't kick me out yet because it normally does that around this time. All right, so there's like one person that popped in, bro. I'm pretty sure that's J Rob again. Oh, am I lagging? But yeah, so also if y'all hear noise in the background, I'm not the only one here. So, hmm. Why is my computer lagging? Hold on, y'all. What is with that? All right, there we go. Okay, cool. What is this? Yeah, I don't know what it is, but this game always kind of gets me. It's also like time heavy, so it's like I find myself like doing a lot of weirdness with it. One of these days, I'm gonna get a console and I'm gonna start like streaming like console games on here again because that was always a plan. I'm gonna call it. I'm just playing is still up there. It's just a matter of me just waiting to get my system, get that taken care of. Oh, oh man, why did I do that? Darn it. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing right now. All right, show of hands. Who is still up in here right now? Like show of hands, because I know Jovi, is Megs, is RC, but there's a fourth person up in here, which I'm assuming is Miss Christie, but I'm pretty sure she's long gone by now. All right, so that's Megs. He's up in the building still. All right, so to refer back to my other question, if Yoko Tano decides to start making, I don't know, sports games, would you be cool with that? Or would you be like, how dare he? Also, I'm just like I said, like if he decides to just like make another game, right? If he decides like make another game and it's like some kind of what's I'm looking for? Like a sports games or I don't know, I don't know, like Pachinko style stuff. Like if he made a different style of games, different from like the Near series, much different from the Near series, would you kind of like would you just be like, okay, he's just messing around, he's experimenting, or would you be like, how dare he? Nah, I try it. See, I respect that. Not a lot of people would do stuff like that. Not a lot of people would like, be open to that sort of thing. That's my whole thing is that like I do kind of like it when, somebody decides, you know what, I'm gonna try my hand in something else. You know? I guess for me it would just depend on what it is and just how I'm feeling. Oh man. Oh, my legs, dude. How? Where is this happening at? Where is this happening? Like they're never this active. This doesn't make any sense. Where? This is crazy. Like they're never this chatty on here. I don't know where it's coming from though. I'm looking for where I'm getting the notifications from, and they're like not sending. It's crazy. It's wild. But yeah. Oh man, dude, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Also, another reason why I'm kind of like getting like really I'm less chatty on here is because the crippling feeling of dread and despair is still kind of like creeping in. I'm trying my best to sort of like challenge it a little bit and just sort of be a lot more vocal on here, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So yeah, like I'm trying my best to fight against this demon, and I am losing pretty bad. Okay, I'm gonna try to feel better later, but not right now though. Okay. That's not a good sign. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna lie to y'all. I am like I said, it's crippling, it's imposing, it's kind of dominating my mood a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. Try my best to like sort of um just try to like I don't know nap or something. I do gotta go to work tomorrow and all that, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. It has been 2 hours. This is a long time. It's a long time of me not talking and not doing anything. If I'm feeling better, I probably might go live again later. But for right now, I just gotta I gotta sit for a little bit. Do not forget that you are more than just a person. You are an experience. You can either choose to be a good experience, a bad experience, or no experience at all. I definitely recommend being anything but a bad experience because everybody's kind of going through something right now. The last thing you want to do is be a +2 to 10 on somebody else's bad day. I also definitely recommend that, you know, if you can't spread love and peace, then spread nothing at all. But I definitely recommend, letting everybody know that being kind, being mean is mainstream and being kind is punk rock. I definitely, mainstream music dies with the times. Punk rock is forever. Blah. Um, but in the meantime, though, I'm outie. Love, peace, and happiness to every single one out there. And we'll talk again later. Whew. I hope. Love and peace, y'all.